Hey guys, it's Sharon. I have a question for you. How many of you have ever found yourself in an argument? Yes? How many of you have ever found yourself in conflict with yourself about a decision that you had to make? I'm not alone, right? So in this week's video, I want to talk to you about why we find ourselves in these situations and how we can start approaching them with a new perspective, which will really help in a lot of our relationships. It'll help to nurture our relationships with other people and with ourselves. Now, what this really comes down to is our values. And I know I've spoken about values with you guys before, but they really, really are so important. And I know they sound boring, and I wish that I could come up with a more exciting name for them, but for now we're just gonna have to stick with the word values. So bear with me in this video, because I promise that if you watch this video, it'll change your life and the way that you approach all situations in life. So check it out. This is really powerful stuff coming at you. So we all have a different set of values. My top 5 values are going to be completely different from someone else's top 5 values. And sure, we might share some of the main core values like family and trust and love and all of those ones, but there are hundreds and hundreds of values out there, and values are basically what make us up, make us who we are. And that's why we're all so different, because we value different things. So when you find yourself in an argument with somebody, it's likely because your values, each of your values are being threatened, but you're not really able to understand or see what each other's values are in that situation. Or even most of the time, do we ever actually think, oh, I wonder what value of theirs is being threatened in this argument right now? No, we don't think about that stuff. But now you can start to think about that stuff, and it'll change everything. So if you're arguing about something and their value is being threatened, then they're going to defend themselves, and they're going to do everything they can to protect themselves and whatever that value is. Well, you're probably doing the same. So now that you understand this, if you can take yourself out of it as best you can from an emotional standpoint and look at it for what it is, it allows you to be able to have more of a conversation with a person and really try and understand where they're coming from and what value of theirs is being threatened in that moment. And then ask yourself also, what value of yours isn't being honored right now? And when you can start to understand each other's values, it makes your relationship so much easier to navigate through. Now, we might also find ourselves in conflict with ourselves because 2 of our top values could be rubbing against each other. So for example, I value freedom. I also value responsibility. A lot of the time, it's hard to engage in that freedom without feeling like, oh, I still need to be responsible. So I then have to ask myself, how can I honor that value of responsibility while still being able to also value freedom? So I'm not saying that it's easy, but it's definitely a first step to understanding why certain situations are challenging for yourself. And once you understand what your values are and what values are in conflict in that moment, it allows you to start peeling away the layers to figure out how you can compromise and feel good about how you can honor those 2 values at the same time. So that's why values are super important and how they play a role in your relationships with other people and yourself. I even created a free values exercise. The link is at the bottom of this video. I know that it's sometimes hard to find time for yourself to reflect, but it's just so important, and you will notice so many changes in your life moving forward if you take that time to build your self-awareness. So the values exercise is definitely the first step in achieving that. So please download it and sit with it. And if you have any questions, please let me know. Feel free to email me, sharon@sharonstokes.ca, or even leave any questions or comments in the comment box below. And also, if you love these videos, I would really love it if you subscribe to my YouTube channel and just share them with other people. I just really want to spread the word, spread the love. I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I will see you soon.